Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Crypto on Piper Academy. Microphone. There we go. It is Friday, October 11th, 2024. We have some crazy news about a robo-taxi. I think BC is going to be getting into that. And we also have some, I think, CPI data today. So, yeah. And yesterday, I guess we can go over yesterday's data too. So yeah, how about that?
Yeah, we can definitely touch on that. Eric
yeah.
Wallens slid straight into the chat and was like, "I got a nice Tesla 2X short in." Like this man's paying attention too.
Paying attention. All right. Good morning, BC. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad it's Friday. I will be working on my car all weekend, so hopefully I have a running car next week. It's a 10-hour clutch job, so I gotta basically remove the whole front end of the car to get to the transmission. So lots of fun.
Well, it should be fun.
Well, I mean, it's better than forking over $3,000 to a shop to put in a $200 part. So I'll take that.
Yeah. Is that what they quoted was 10 hours?
Yeah. They quoted 10 hours.
So it'll take you like 20?
No, I have 3 people helping me.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Just make sure you get some paint and you spray the bolts and the holes that they go in. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, I shouldn't have to deal with a whole lot that I would actually have to do that on. It's just disconnecting other things so that I can actually get to the part that I want to do.
That's what I'm saying, man. You said you gotta take off the whole front end, so
I'm pretty organized. I'll place a part with its bolts and know where it goes.
okay.
So
I get it. So yeah, today CPI and Tesla. So what do you think about the robo-taxi?
I think it's a bold move for the future. I like the idea because nobody likes getting in a taxi with that awkward dude that's sitting in the front when they're drunk and trying to hold a weird conversation with them, or worse, doesn't say a single thing to you. That's my biggest problem with Ubers.
You don't have fun with Uber drivers?
No.
Ever?
I don't use Uber. I refuse. You're assuming that I really like people enough that I want to get in a random person's car. So I'm all for a robo-taxi. Robot, take me where I want to go.
I'm so blurry. Why am I blurry? Hello. My face is right here.
Yeah. Well,
there
it goes. Yeah.
So the robo-taxi, let's see. I'm trying to find an article on it just so I can get a picture of it.
I can send you a link real quick. Hold on.
I mean, I've already got something pulled up.
Okay, that works.
Requested content will be available after verification. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's definitely got to move down yesterday. It found some recovery after some of it, but in the pre-market right now, it is down 6.21%. It closed at 238.77 and it is sitting at 223.96 right now in the pre-market. So, yeah. It it definitely looks like it's got a little more room to the downside as well.
Here we go. Boom. Can you see it?
I can't see it on yours. You'd have to do the whole screen share on the YouTube. Cause I've got the YouTube pull. There we go. Yeah, it's super ugly.
It is ugly AF.
Well, like look at his last vehicle. It was a Cybertruck, and it's like basically a shiny trash can that rolls around on four
Bro,
wheels.
I don't know if you've seen one blacked out, but it looks like a spaceship.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, so
Like,
like there's one that drives around my city, just one, and like they took it to like the high end paint people here and they just had it buffed. So now it's like stupid shiny. And like I was like, this seems like a driving hazard.
dude, yeah. Dude, I've been seeing Cybertrucks everywhere. And also where I work, there's another shop like next to us that's a
Mhm.
wrap. They do wraps, and they wrap Cybertrucks too. And sometimes I'll just be sitting out there. I took a picture of one last week. They blacked out a Cybertruck. And it looked kind of sick, to be honest. Like, I was like, that looks like a literal spaceship. Like,
I
but
wonder
yeah.
I literally just saw a video about a guy that was blacking out his Cybertruck. So I wonder if that's the dude. That'd be kind of
Oh,
funny.
so the Robo Taxi has butterfly doves?
Yeah, yeah. It that part's pretty cool, but like you could have at least made the vehicle not look dorky.
Well, it's like
It
a
looks it looks super dorky.
well,
Like that's so bad. Like the butterfly doors are cool, but like the rest of it just looks like I don't know,
well, you can
like a
only fit
mom
two
car.
people in it.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a taxi.
Yeah. But like still, I don't know. I if I'm gonna get in a robot taxi, can you at least make it look nice? Like I want to be riding around in robot that looks like it's stylish.
Yeah, why are we
Probably
doing a robot in rose gold? What is this? Or
I
what
mean
is this?
the rose gold's fine, but like you totally could have made that look way better.
I don't even know if that's just gold. I don't
But
know.
like the biggest problem is it's like have you seen all the
Oh,
videos
what is this?
about the self-driving and how if there's a glare on the road that the sensor's picking up, that'll just all of a sudden not know what lane it's going down and it'll just like do whatever it wants. There's no wheel there. How are you gonna save yourself?
Ooh, yeah, I saw that too. I was like, "There's no steering wheel. What are we gonna do?
Yeah. Like if an emergency happens, what do? Like
Die?"
you can't stop the car. Like cool, I'm just riding in a super flammable vehicle that if something bad happens, I can't save myself.
Shouldn't it just like stop if
I
it can no
mean,
longer read the road?
you would think, but I don't know. That's assuming that you don't have like a Cybertruck problem where like the accelerator gets stuck.
What is this? What is this? Cyber bus?
Um,
It's
it
the.
it might be what they use to transport it around to get to someplace. I don't know.
That
Maybe
doesn't make sense.
a charging place. I don't know. I haven't looked too
Uh,
far into
that
it.
might be a charging thing.
It just like pulls in and charges itself.
I just know
That
that I watched a little clip from the event last night, and it was the more like humanoid robots like walked out of that thing. So
oh
Yeah.
walks out, services the robo taxi.
Elon's like, this robot can it can do your chores. It can clean your house. It can watch your kids. And I was like, it ain't watching my kids.
Hey, I've seen iRobot. I'm not letting your robot watch my kids. This
But
is
he
not
did
happening.
say your own personal robot for like $20,000 or $30,000.
So yeah, but he's just upgrading apartheid. Yeah.
He's improving on it.
Well,
He
if I
made it
can't,
less racist and more species. I don't even know what you're doing.
well, it's like I said before the show. It's like if I can't own people, I'm gonna own robots, and that's basically the move that he's making.
Yeah,
But
I mean, when you're from apartheid South Africa, you gotta look for something.
well, we can hop into the overview real quick because I do have another article about a Bitcoin and a price that it might see, and it kind of ties into your long-term overview where you had scary berry prices that everyone else was calling you the super bear.
Well, I don't like hearing that other people are starting to say it. Let me tell you that much.
It's not a lot of other people, it's one analyst. So,
All right, well, I'll throw it over to you, BC. Let's get into it. Let's get the people prepped for success.
all right. Well, I've got the stock heat map pulled up, and it's looking kind of mixed. We did get a little bit of mixed data yesterday off of some of the inflation and CPI. So it was kind of bound to send things in both directions. You do have technology is sitting down. So you've got like Microsoft down 0.39, Google's down up 0.14, Meta's down 1.13. But on the other side, you have Nvidia up 1.63, doing well. You got Berkshire down 0.21%. You got Amazon up 0.8 while the rest of the sector is looking pretty red. You've got energy doing decent. ExxonMobil's up 0.86. The rest of the sector is also green. Here's Tesla sitting down 0.95% from its close yesterday. But as I had talked about earlier, it is sitting down, approaching down 7% in the pre-market. You do have United Health Services up 1.1, and Eli Lilly is sitting down 0.98. So we will kind of see how PPI affects the prices today. For the crypto side of things, we're looking a little green. It is a massive sea of green all the way down. You got Bitcoin up 1.41, Ethereum up 1.26, BNB up 0.82, Solana up 2.14. You got Dogecoin up 2.62. You got XRP up 1.42. Tron is sitting up 0.44. Toncoin is up 1.36. Look at Cardano doing something. It's up 1.97. Woot. Price is still in 34 cents though. So not like anything massive.
I took a 100x trade last night.
Oh yeah? You'll have to share that with the peoples after this little overview.
I went long. So guess what I woke
Nice
up
move.
to?
Nice move. You got Avalanche up 2.49 and SHIB up 1.79. So on the economic calendar for today, we do have core PPI month over month and year over year. You also have PPI non-core month over month and year over year coming out at the same time. So the PPI month over month is predicted to be coming down from 0.2% to 0.1%. So this is kind of what we want to see so that the consumer side of things can start improving, where it didn't really get an improvement off last PPI drop, which did come down. But like I said, when we got our initial 50-point cut, that you would not see the consumer benefit from that. The first people that are going to benefit from that 50-point rate cut is going to be the producer. They're going to take full advantage of it while they can. It's not going to affect the job numbers immediately because they're not massively back in profit. They're not immediately hiring people because it's like, oh, we get money cheaper. That's not how it works. You gotta feel the full effects of it, and that's going to take time. So you do have the unemployment rate for Canada coming out as well. The other big one for the US is going to be at 10 o'clock. You got the Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report, which is predicted to it's forecasted to go up just a tiny bit. But we will kind of see if that is the case with yesterday's CPI data being a little bit mixed. Also, at the end of the day, we have Fed Bowman speaking. So that's going to be, looks like 110. So not the end of the day, but that is also coming out this afternoon. We'll kind of see a little gauge of how they think the PPI and CPI will affect things. So not a heavy market mover though. We do have on the stock side of things finally seeing a tick down on the fear and greed, down 1 point with some slight drops overall on the market. For the crypto side of things, we are down another massive chunk. We dropped 7 points. We're now sitting at 32, and we didn't really get that massive of a move down. We did hit 59 or like 60s at one point. We had a fair value gap that I had been looking at that we finally closed. Here's that fair value gap. It was sitting at 59. So like we did approach 58. We never really hit it, depending on what exchange you're using. But that fair value gap I was looking at is finally closed. So let me get over to the liquidation heat map. We have all of the liquidity for the day sitting above us, 61 to 61 484 to 61 591. If you pull it out to the 3-day, you still have a heavy range of liquidity sitting above us, going from 62.4 to 63.1. So kind of a little range that we could easily hit if we get positive PPI data and make a quick move. I don't know if it breaks the kind of trend that we are in. I do have that article where they talk about maybe Bitcoin seeing sub 50. And I know that'll definitely tie into your long-term overview. So I don't know if you
Nuh-uh.
want to I don't
Nuh-uh.
know. Yeah, maybe just a little. I don't know if you want to give the people the overview like really quick
I'll do it
so
real
that they
quick.
can see they can see your little forecast, and
Yeah.
then we can show the article, because I know there's been someone in our chats quite frequently like, where's your evidence that we'll get that low? We're in an uptrend.
BC, thank you for being you.
I got you, bro.
Because I couldn't do that. I can't come back to talk smack. We haven't gotten there yet, so it's still still possible that it doesn't happen. So
Oh yeah.
and now that now that other people are starting to say it, it kind of makes me think, okay, maybe not. But that does kind of tie in. Remember yesterday when I was like showing like we could get up to like 68, 69 or something, and then roll over, and it's still like my forecast still be good.
Yep.
And I wonder if we're starting to move up now. Started it last night, and we're gonna get that push to the upside and then roll over. But let's just go ahead and turn on the forecast real quick. This is what I was forecasting for since September 11th is what I was forecasting. I'm gonna turn fluid trades off so you can see where. There we go. So September 8th is what I meant to say. But so I was expecting a little bit of a, sideways and up maybe, and then a continuation down. But after seeing the way price has been holding and seeing some, the oscillators and stuff, it's kind of like, okay, maybe we do finally get up to that POC. Maybe we tap that upper boundary of resistance and then we roll over. And if that's the case, then we can actually hold up. We can hold price, but we can still go below that 50. I'm still eyeing like 40, 46.5 or something like that, because I think prices will get front run. I think we could go, a few $1,000s below 49K. I just know that I'm still set on this low being swept over here. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at on the Bitcoin, man.
Well, it's funny that you brought up that 49 or 46, that kind of range, because this article definitely talked about that range as well. So
Let's get into it.
I can definitely get into it. So I know if you look at price history as well, you can kind of see that Bitcoin likes to make those little moves. It'll do that little, let me dump on your head to just rip real hard. So it's definitely a pattern that could repeat. Bitcoin set for explosive bull run after potential dip below 50,000. Analysts suggest the price of Bitcoin could soon go full bull and a renewed rise that could see the cryptocurrency surpass the $80,000 mark. But before that occurs, capitulation, which is something Piper talked about, could be coming in a move that would take Bitcoin below the $50,000 mark. According to the popular cryptocurrency analyst Cole Garner, on chain liquidity is now tightening, and a common prerequisite to full bull. In a series of posts and on the microblogging platform X, Gerner noted the liquidity on chain starts at its source, the central banks, meaning the BTC would keep on gaining from the ongoing expansion of money supply. Gerner pointed out that the global central bank liquidity has been growing, and while he believes more downside could come first, central banks in China, Japan, and the United States should keep global money supply growing. Liquidity on chain is tightening. I smell capitulation incoming, a prerequisite to full bull. Let's break this down. And this is kind of where
Full
you can
bull.
see. Yep. And this is a chart that me and Piper had looked at together. It's that capitulation chart. And I know he's brought it up a lot on his show too. And you can kind of see that point where we might hit some capitulation, and that would definitely drive things lower. He also pointed out to the declining supply of major stable coins USDT and USDC since the beginning of this month, pointing out that the quarterly rate of stablecoin supply tends to lead the price. In the chart he shared, the analysts suggest the Bitcoin price could dip below the $50,000 mark before entering a renewed bull run that would see it top the $80,000 mark in the near future. The stablecoin supply is down from the start of October. Its quarterly rate of change tends to lead price. Here you can kind of see the the chart on it, where here's the Bitcoin above and here's your supply of stable coins. And when this when this starts decreasing, you're normally seeing people buying up before they move into an asset. So, nice little front run signal. We'll just have to wait and see. That capitulation could definitely bring things lower. Range lows before 100,000, total facepalm. But we have a higher high in place. Bullish market structure, even at the range lows in peak fear, still bullish structure. As reported, however, recently conducted analysts suggest that short term BTC holders have been gradually exiting the market, which leads to reduced selling pressure. According to analysts conducted by crypto quant analyst IT Tech, the supply of Bitcoin being held by short term holders has declined, especially after major sell offs, which reduces the selling pressure and creates opportunities for accumulation and may signal a price floor. The analyst noted that as short term holders sell their coins, these often end up in stronger hands, potentially stabilizing the market. Bitcoin has been seeing new whales fiercely add BTC to their holdings amid an accumulation trend that the market has never seen, as whales that have entered the market during the latest bull run keep looking for profit. So that's kind of the article. It touches on that sub 50 where you kind of see that 48 being a key area that we could come to.
I put a poll in the chat asking if we're gonna dip below 50K. So try to get a chat sentiment. See what
Well,
everybody else is thinking.
I'm still thinking 51 for a low. That's just me. But if we hit 51 for a low, we could easily dip below it. So
Yeah. Definitely. But yeah. Yeah,
well,
so what I'm trying to think, what was I so when it comes to like market psychology and stuff, I'm just trying to think of like I'm trying to think of a couple things. One is like what would get the most traders wrecked, but also like what is the narrative at the moment and where are we in price? You notice, we've been dumping a little bit, but not too hard, but like you've been saying, it doesn't take a lot to bring in the fear, to induce the fear, which is a good thing. And price has been holding up for the
yeah.
most part. We did
Well,
have the dip yesterday, but it's just interesting if you ever start paying attention to narratives and when they happen. We're starting to get below 50K articles at a possible local low. It's just something that I tend to notice. When you get
yeah.
at peaks, it's like peak euphoria. It's like good news after good news after good news. There's no bad news. And then at peak bottoms, it's like all bad news. When everything is just all bad news, it's like, okay, probably a good time to buy. And it's basically, the narratives that go along with the fear and greed index. So, yeah.
Oh, most definitely. But it looks like my ride is here.
Oh
So,
no.
yeah. At least we were able to go over the article before he got here.
Yeah, a little bit. All right. Well, I hope you have a good day, man. It's Friday,
Oh,
so one more day and it's the weekend.
oh yeah. Should be a short day for me, so maybe I can do like a stream later this afternoon after I get my car moved over to where I'm gonna be working on it.
Maybe we'll see. We will be
On the
having
Sky.
A to Ace on here at some point
Okay.
if you're down.
I'm definitely down. So
Maybe not in the morning. Maybe we'll do a weekend stream so that it can be more little fun and just a good time. But we'll get that sorted out. But he reached out to us yesterday, so I'd love to
okay.
have A to Ace
Well,
on.
so would I. So would
So,
I.
but yeah, have a good
I
day,
hope
man.
Yep. I hope everyone has a great Friday. Be careful with the PPI data coming out later today. It will move the markets. Other than that, trade safe, and I'll see everyone in the chats because it's gonna be a great day.
Yes, sir. We'll see you later, BC.
Peace.
Go. All right. Oh, let's get that off of here. All right. All right. All right. Bitcoin. What are we doing? All right. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Hold on. Drop below 50K. Okay. Let's see. We've got 4 votes, and we're at 25% after I hit yes. So all of you are saying no. Which is fine. All right, let's go. Let's look at Bitcoin. Let's see what we got going on here. So this is basically the play that I made last night. I saw the breakout. Let me go down to the 5-minute. I saw the breakout right here, and I believe I entered. Let me look at my entry. Yeah, 63.68. So that was right around here in this little pullback here. But I thought it might pull back a little further, but it didn't. So I'm pretty happy about that. That's nice. But you can see that we have this downtrending resistance here that I probably need to line up a little better now that I'm on a lower time frame. There we go. And we have another one right here that we could watch too, right there. Oh, that we actually are above now. So, yep. So we see right here, that first one did act as resistance initially, and then we broke through it. Pretty strong move, pretty strong break. Let me try to get this. Let me get rid of this because this is kind of deceiving. Let me see this. There we go. All right, so we got the big break through that first level of resistance, a tiny pullback, and then another push up. This is, I mean, it's strong price action, but then you get, a lot of sideways chop, and then you got a little bit more strong price action. It's still kind of weak price action from what I'm, for what I want to see as far as, is this actually like a bullish reversal type of deal, or are we just having like a little bit of relief? It's looking more like relief to me, but let's see if we can. So what I'm going to be looking for today is, let's see if we can get above this high here at 61,270. Get above this high. That would create give us a shift in market structure. Would be changing the market structure, would be creating a new high after a swing low, and would be creating a new high, taking out that swing high. And then we would look for a back test of some kind of, and would try to find some type of level to enter on here. I would pull a fib from swing high to swing low, whatever that swing low is. Let me go ahead and pull up the other fib. There we go. And then I'd be looking for a pullback of at least to the 0.382. That would get us right back down to this trend line, actually, right here at 60,600. And then from there is when I would probably fire off a long, and I would aim for, of course, this would be later this evening. So, it's kind of hard to open up a long going into the weekend, but we'll have to see how things are looking once we get down here. But then I would just aim for the top of the range, taking profits at previous highs along the way, and then we'll see if we can break through that upper resistance here, that more higher time frame resistance that I have drawn up here. So we have all those highs there, and then we put in a couple of lows now. So now we have kind of a channel, little slight wedge. Probably call it more of a channel, but if we could get a break above that, then we could start talking about getting up to that upper resistance up here. Zoom out a little bit further, we can see that that would be the more macro resistance up here. And then once we get up there, that is where Bitcoin has to make a decision. Because right here, we can see that we're in a wedge of some kind, and this is why I think we might come back down lower. Then we come up, hit that resistance, and then we do the rollover. And even if we do a measured move, give ourselves a flagpole here, and if we were to break down from here, you know, that would get us down to 42,500, which is not out of the realm of possibility. So that's just something to keep in the back of your mind as the price action is occurring. I'd be looking for a bunch of, if price started moving up now, like starting today, I would expect as it moves up towards that range, start seeing all kinds of bullish narrative. Pumptober is here, Pumptober is here. If you go back in the past, every time we've had a green September, we've had we've had a green October, November, and December, which is true. And we can still have a green November, even after a drop below the 50K. So, I don't know. I still think we get the nuke because of all the froth that we have in the market. That froth being open interest, leverage positions that need to be wiped out so that we can get some healthy, clean, impulsive price action. While all of this is just choppy price action, this is not what we want to look for. We want stuff that is decisive, that moves in a decisive manner, not all this chop. The chop just means that the price action is more corrective instead of impulsive. And corrective means general. So we do want, even though it's moving up in a corrective manner, meaning that the move up likely will not sustain itself. Especially when you zoom out and you see, higher time frames. Let's go to the daily. I'm actually going to switch charts here. Let's get a clean chart on here. And yeah, go to the daily. Let's do this. There we go. So on the daily, we have flipped back red on our money flow, kind of curling down now. But I'm still short-term long. I'm gonna hold on to this long. We'll see. I've already taken 50% profits out of it and moved my stop loss to break even. So if it continues to run today, excellent. But if not, that's okay, because I am protected and I've already taken profit, and the rest of the trade is risk-free. So we also have the volume metrics in the red. We also have our True 7 and our Trend Fusion of the chart prime oscillator plus in below the zero line. So everything's looking still pretty bearish on the higher time frames. But the thing is with the higher time frames is that sometimes these things can take a few days to play out. So that means it might not even like dip real crazy for another few days. But we'll see. I think we're about to I think my part of my forecast is about to be invalidated as far as market structure goes. I still think the low is still going to get swept, but hey, apparently well, I was going to say that's just me, but apparently it's not anymore. Somebody else is thinking it. So, but yeah, I would just be looking for that. If price were to come up, just look for it to come up to this resistance and line it up with this resistance here, this wick, and yeah, that's where I think we're gonna head up to that 60 68 level. 68 is what I'm kind of looking at. I mean, I could even see a sweep of 70 just to get everybody super bullish and then roll over. I mean, yeah, definitely. So we'll see, because this is the range right here. This high, this low is the range. We're kind of chopping around inside of the range. Deviation above the range, deviation below the range, up and away we go. We start flying and taking off. That is what I'm looking for right there, basically. And I think we'll get it. I think we'll get it. We'll get the tank after someone wins the U.S. presidential election. Might not even matter who it is, but we'll get the tank, and then we'll get moving. So yeah, we're at 6:26. All right. I can't see the chat. What are you guys saying? I haven't even said good morning to all you beautiful people. Good morning, Kyle Fields. Good morning, Tony Soprano. Good morning, Eric Ballin Wallen. Good morning. I think I'm the one that gave you that name too, Ballin Wallen. Good morning, username. Darren does things. I'm late about 5 minutes in. Okay. ALJR. I can only imagine the cyber traffic. L. Jones. Pink hands. David Brumble. Brumble in the jungle. We have all set. And I think, and Alexandra G. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Anyone else? Am I missing anyone else? The Dusty Hunt. Crypto Billy, the GOAT himself. What is going on? Hope you're doing well, brother. I like the way you talk. I like a pretty mouth, boy. You got a pretty mouth on it. Debating just using the rest of my capital to long the bull run with some low-lev longs on alt greedy, but F it all or nothing, baby. L. Jones? No. You only do F it on spot, okay? You don't do F it on leverage. Oh man, and never invest more money than you can afford to lose, all right? If you can't afford it, don't do it. Do not do it. So yeah. I mean, I'm out of time. So the hourly, we are pretty thick in the red on the hourly money flow. We are getting a little bit overheated. We got a nice big push up on our trend fusion on the prime oscillator plus. Our volume metric is really green though, so we do have the money flow kind of pushing more to the upside. Let's go down to the 15 minutes, see what we're looking at here. Money flow is in the green, kind of coming out, so we could see just a little bit of a consolidation here. I'm kind of hoping this isn't one of those. Well, you never know. I think we could see. Whoop, that's not what I wanted. We could see a nice little move. Let's see, what is that a level? It's not yesterday's high or anything. Okay. Interesting. Do we have any order blocks there? No. We do have a resistance level there. 61,379. 61,379. I'll be watching this area. Well, over here we do also have a high volume candle right here at 61. I would say taking a nice short at 61,500. Because I could definitely see a sweep of this high here. Zeros on the orders on the volume profile. So that might be perfect right there. 61,460. 460. So yeah, I could definitely see we have, you know, these lows here that I know that there's going to be stop losses set at. So what market maker could do is get us super bullish and then a market open or something. Something when the data happens, we could get a fake out to the upside, get a change in market structure, a shift in market structure, and then come down and take all of these out. Seen it happen a million times before, but this is what you would look for. You would look for the break of the high and maybe even a swing failure pattern, some type of swing failure pattern, and then you go short, and then you ride the wave down. That is what you look for. Outside of that, but do not enter when it gets up to the level. Wait for confirmation of some kind of shift in market structure that also comes with like a bear divs or yeah, well, that's about it for me. Just bear divs. Let me see a bear div, a heavy rejection with high volume, something like, or not something like that, just like that. Give me that confluence, and then I'll probably flip back to short. And then we can try to get down to the bottom of this channel. We'll see. But yeah, that's got to be it for me, guys. I got to get out of here. So I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical day. Don't forget to ride the waves and use a stop loss while you're riding the waves. Put that tether put that tether on your leg so that, you know, if your board flies off, you can retrieve it. Trying to speak, retrieve it rather quickly and easily. But anyway, there's also a consolidation range here, so that could be some nice resistance right there. But yeah, so yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Don't forget to check out Chart Prime, 45% off your first month. Link in the description. Also, Blowfin and get you some legendary aviation coffee as well. And don't forget to watch the morning market report at 9:30 a.m. right here on Piper Academy. That is Eastern Standard Time. And it is Friday, so there is no crypto nightcap. So that's going to be it for us today, guys. Thank you all for joining. Hope you all have an amazing day and wake up.